top 5 Lions that I wouldn't bring back for the 2019 season. Motor City Sports Talk, me in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. We'll miss another video. Let's get into it. No particular order. But start off with TJ Lang. Wouldn't bring him back just for his health reasons. Why? And he just never healthy for the Detroit Lions. I just think for his physical health, and I know he feel like he got something to prove. He got more to give, and to him, maybe his injuries are just a bad wink-a-dink or just bad luck. But I think legitimately with all the concussions he took to the head, just talking about his health, not even getting to his performance, that I believe that he shouldn't be back playing football anywhere next year. I think he need to hang it up. And I know he want to bring a winner to to Detroit and be a part of making history. But even if he was 100% healthy and played for the next couple of years, Detroit is that far away from really putting a Super Bowl contender on the field. You got to go through pretty much the rites of passage of learning how to win in the playoffs and getting over the hump. Even what the Seahawks did when they got Wilson, where they almost beat Atlanta, and I think the kicker won the game for Atlanta or something like that. Then next year they made the Super Bowl run. So you at least got 2 seasons until the Lions make that jump like that and learn how to win in the regular season and the playoffs at least. And we could be further than that. And just performance-wise, like, he don't have no ability. The best ability, that's availability, and TJ Lang don't have availability. And that's the biggest problem. He's not there to form a rapport with none of the other linemen. Not to his left, to the center in Glasgow, not to his right, to his running mate, Rick Wagner. He's just not there to form that camaraderie and build that rapport. So when he get in the lineup, it's not a team. It's not a line. It's not a family, because he ain't never healthy. And when you ain't never healthy, you ain't in there, then how can we build a line? For a lot of people who don't know how football works, a line is like a unit. It's like a family. Everything is supposed to move in unison. Everybody's supposed to be on the same page. Everybody's supposed to know the audibles. Everybody's supposed to know, if he do this, I got to do that. And it's just repetitious. Real repetitious thing to do and with your brothers, and learn how to move forward, how to move back, how to run block, what he going to do if this happen. It's just building repetition. And they don't have that with TJ Lang in the lineup. And I think that's what kind of messed Wagner up as well. Is not having his running back to his left. And we can jump into Rick Wagner. He another guy we consider cutting. I know the dead money is heavy with some of these dudes, but really Wagner haven't lived up to the bill since he came to Baltimore from Baltimore. And maybe that's why the Baltimore wasn't into matching the offer for him, because maybe he was a system player and they knew he had some limitations, and for whatever reason he didn't bring great run blocking he didn't bring great pass block. He didn't bring great nothing to the floor. But then again, he never had a consistent guard to his left. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have that on the right side. He been playing with Wiggins, and he been playing with Terrell Crosby and other guys filling in that guard. He never had that consistent running mate on the right side. And the right side of the line for an orthodox quarterback is supposed to be the run side of the ball. And for the most part, we run damn near better the other way, or straight up the middle, than running at Rick Wagner. Rick Wagner, for passing plays, get blew back right into the quarterback lap, quicker than quick. And you can see why he ain't the left tackle, because he don't have the feet or the athletic ability to keep up with the best pass rusher on the other team. And, that is what it is. The whole right side of the line has just been horrendous. It's been atrocious, and they haven't been able to build on nothing. And we can't say Lang is atrocious when he play, because he don't never really play. But we can tell you Rick Wagner, we have more in the sample size of him, and he terrible. He real terrible, man. And some guys, to give you some intermission real quick, some guys that didn't make the list, Ziggy Ansah, he will be an honorable mention on my list. I think he'd probably be 6. I say that because when he was healthy this year, he did perform, and I think for the right price, they can bring him back. Now, if he asks for millions on top of millions on top of millions, one of those a Clowney type of contracts he might get, I'm not giving him that. So, give or take. You want to put Ziggy over some of these guys, I wouldn't argue with it. But to get into my third pick, and this is no particular order, LeGarrette Blount, he just looked mad slow. I think you could have brought back Tion Green and got the same results you got from LeGarrette Blount this offseason. They didn't pay him no big money. He was with a 1-year deal. He just didn't produce. He wasn't able to give us that short yardage. Kerryon Johnson was everything LeGarrette Blount, Theo Riddick, and everybody else was in one, and they didn't figure that out until midway through the season. He ended up getting hurt in the Carolina game, which he could have came back. So LeGarrette Blount didn't even provide a viable backup. He had some solid runs. He had some multi-touchdown games, but he didn't really provide the burst out of the backfield we needed from a power back he was always getting stuck in neutral in the backfield, getting stuck in mud, and that's not what we was looking for from him, in my opinion. But hey, it is what it is, man. I think a lot of Lions fans agree with me. They wouldn't want him back, and you probably wouldn't want Kerry. I mean, you probably wouldn't want Theo Riddick back as well. He another honorable mention that we could talk about here, because at the end of the day, he ain't a running back. He more of a miniature slot receiver that get open. He'll pass catcher. He can't really run the ball between the tackles. He don't provide a home run ability out the backfield or after the catch. He can make some dudes miss. So we talking about multiple guys just breaking in between the list that could have easily made the list and probably could make your list. It's just my opinion. It's nothing that's concrete. It's nothing that's just going intel from the Lions. Just 5 guys that I believe that shouldn't be back with the Lions next year, and LeGarrette Blount is one of them. He's no particular order. It's the third guy named. But we also talked about Ziggy. We also talked about Theo Riddick. Now getting to Nevin Lawson. Oh man, 2 of the guys I can't stand on the team. Okay, Nevin Lawson. I don't know how he got a contract last year, man. A center-based contract that was 2 years worth $9-something million, maybe 3 years worth 9-something. He ain't worth that. He ain't worth a Trader Joe's grocery bag. Okay, he ain't worth nothing. Okay, he's garbage. Can't cover. It ain't like he ain't an athlete. He is. He be right there with any receiver damn near he run with. He right there. But you know what? Aaron Berry, Bill Bentley, a lot of the corners we had back in the day, he still suffered from not turning your head around and playing the ball itis. And he and the ball go up in the air, he panic and grab. He in perfect position. He just doesn't have the how can I say? He don't have the demeanor to be a corner. He don't have the stomach to do it. He panics. You got to be calm. You got to believe in your technique. You got to believe in what your coaching taught you. Turn around, make the play on the ball, bat the ball down. We're not asking you to go out there and get 7-8 picks like you prime time and take it to the house. We've been asking you just simply work on turning your ball and turning your head and playing the ball. He has yet to do that in multiple years with the Lions. I guess they like him personally, but it's nothing that you could like on the field. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. It's nothing you can like on the field, and we still end up relying on him being our second best corner for the majority of the season. We still relied on him getting baked, and if he on the roster again, it just shows that the Lions didn't progress and pretty much bringing the cornerback in to compete with him. And that's why I say they need to go with a veteran cornerback and get you a rookie cornerback as well, but you need to get a veteran cornerback to come in and start. Jalen Ramsey, whatever veteran cornerbacks in there. We can't do this. Deshaun Shedd, Tease Tabor, not getting him in a minute. We can't do some of these guys. Now, we could talk about Deshaun Shedd not being back, but that's small potatoes. Kerry Hyder, that's small potatoes. They wasn't big factors in what we did this season, so I don't expect for them two to be back unless Kerry Hyder makes some type of, mutant-like regeneration of his Achilles. I don't expect him to be back unless we suffer some injuries in camp or during the season next year, unless another team pick him up. But let's talk about Tease Tabor. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely one of the worst draft picks I've ever seen picked in the second round by the Detroit Lions. I know we had Ryan Broyles, Titus Young. We had some other dudes that were some atrocious picks, but this guy can't play a lick of cornerback, and they still talking about, we still think he's learning. He's still learning what? Because he ain't improved none. He was getting pulled after the first drives, after the first quarters. He was getting burnt. He simply at 4.6, running 4.67. He simply can't run with receivers. He simply don't have the technique, or y'all don't have a system that make him good enough to compete with top-notch, elite number 2 receivers or number 3 receiver. He don't have the speed to do so. He not Richard Sherman. He not Brandon Browner. He not some of these other slower, bigger corners that can really make up for with skills and technique. He can play. He got ball skills and technique in college, but in the pros, he lacks the technique. He lacks the speed. He just looks like a fish. He looks like a fish completely out of water. That's not even making a comparison, analogy, or whatever you want to make. He's a fish out of water. Okay? He has no ability, to play cornerback. At the best, he can be a safety, but, Bob Quinn don't want to admit his wrongs. He don't want to admit he messed up. He just digging himself a hole in the hole deeper and deeper, because Tease Tabor is not an NFL caliber quarterback, but those are the top 5 Lions that I expect not to see next year. The ones that I can let go, and some other guys are small potatoes we talked about. But let me know your top 5 lists in the comment section. More C Sports Talk. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, can reach out to the email. You DM me on social media. Like I said before, you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well. Do me one better, share the videos. Appreciate everybody that's on the Detroit City Sports grind. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We gone.